In life, you should never ever be too nice to anybody. Not from the perspective of, you go out there and you be an asshole and a dick to people for no purpose. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is when people look at you, they are seeing subconsciously, is this person dangerous or is this person safe? You can play out on an extreme spectrum where you're too safe to the point that you're an extremely nice guy, aka Mr. Nice Guy, because that's what I used to do all the time. I used to be extremely nice to people, not realizing that, hey, if you're too nice and you're harmless and you're not able to express that you're able to do damage, that you got teeth, that you can sink your teeth in somebody else, then people are going to look at that like that's something to be taken advantage of. And early in my life, that's kind of a lot of the things that happened. I didn't really realize that being nice was equated to being weak. And it's not that it's being weak, really. It's just that when you're on the opposite side of the spectrum, too much on a polar shift, like kind of being like too left brain or being too right brain, because all these attributes and characteristics we have a polar shift to them. And so when you're being too nice to people, people are just going to be like, well, let me see what I can get away with. Let me see what I can do and can't do around this person. And if you're constantly showing signs of being unaware of what's going on around you, because people will take advantage of people in all types of ways, like stuff that you wouldn't even think people would be needing or people would be wanting. But it'd be like based on someone else's upbringing, based on us and how that developed their insecurities and things like that. There's gonna be certain little things that people want from you, and people want your shit to rub off of them, but they're not gonna tell you up front. They're just gonna kind of like put you in a situation to experience that, or put you in a situation to go through that, so you can kind of start to see how you go about that. And if you're not like doing anything about it, if you're not saying anything, then to them it's gonna seem like, hey, what I'm doing is okay, because this person's not saying anything about it. This person's not speaking up. Like if I kick a lion in the face, the lion's probably gonna bite my fucking legs and probably kill me after. So the point is, if somebody does something to you that you don't like, you have to be able to show some teeth. You have to be able to, and this is what I wasn't able to do, and we'll get into the why was that the case in a little bit later on. I wasn't able to do that at all. Someone would do something to me that I perceived as wrong, that I did, that made me angry, that made me pissed off. But I just kind of sat around and let the situation happen, and you let life happen to you, and then you play out this victimizing energy. Oh, I'm a victim. I have no power over my life. I can't possibly change my life. There's nothing for me to do about my life other than, I came from a Muslim background and things like that, so I was too busy praying to Allah to try to see what's going on. And, I'm saying, Allah, help me. Allah, make this person see my side of the story, like they don't know. They're just unaware. They don't know what they're doing. Oh, no, trust me. If someone is doing something to you, they're very fucking aware of what they're doing. But if you don't show them that you know what they're doing, then they're just going to keep doing it to you. Now, there's levels to this and things like that. Especially when it comes to like one-on-one relationships and things like that. You kind of don't even have to do anything, but if you're still on the first stages of actually just, you're still growing up, you're still realizing things about the world around you and the little things that people take advantage of, then obviously you're not necessarily going to be able to see this opposite spectrum of things. Because, when I was a kid, I was told that the monster in me was bad. I was told that, hey man, my mother and father told me, hey bro, listen, don't be a bad kid. Don't be a monster. Don't be an asshole to others. Just God wants what's good for everybody, and you gotta help everybody as much as you can. And I took that pretty seriously because obviously I saw the reactions around me. Because I am a monster. You should become a monster too. You already have a monster. It's just basically the negative side of your attributes and characteristics, and you gotta be able to show your teeth sometimes so people know how far to go and how far not to go. Like if somebody disses you in front of a group of people, let's say, you gotta be able to show this person that you're not gonna take that fucking bullshit. You gotta do something. You gotta get up, walk away. You gotta go diss that person. Not that you gotta do anything at the same time, but at the early stages though, if you're not doing anything about your situation, you're gonna start to feel depressed. You're gonna feel like something outside of you has power over you. You don't have any power over the situation and things like that, because you're not showing people that you're aware of what's going on. So if you just laugh and you think, it's funny, it's cool, and you don't even have to take it personally. There's so many ways to attack the situation. You can just create a whole new way of going about it. You could literally just laugh about the situation. You could just laugh about it and not take it too hard, not take it seriously. And if you are seriously in that space, other people is gonna be able to see that from you, and they're gonna be able to be like, oh, this person just doesn't take things seriously. Okay, to him this is just funny. And if you literally diss that person back and they take it seriously, then that's them showing their true face. Because that's like them not wanting that same treatment, so they go out and they treat other people like that. But they don't want to be treated that way, so it's kind of like a one-sided thing. If you don't see them making fun of themselves back, not like laughing about it, like, okay, yeah, I know I did this, haha, it's pretty funny. But, you know, people got like they true faces. Everyone is like two-faced pretty much. So people are not going to tell you up front, you know, what they're looking for, what they want from you type of shit. But you got to be able to discern the details of things and make sure that your energy is not being taken for granted, and it's not being taken advantage of by any other person, place, or thing. Because you got to have some degree of self-respect. You know, you got to have some degree of appreciating and valuing yourself. Because if you don't value yourself, can nobody else value you? Because you're not showing the world why you value yourself. You're not showing the world how you value yourself by you being respectful to yourself. So you don't hang out with people that don't love or respect you back, and you know, you just separate your energy from them. Because what's gonna happen is, let's say you're hanging out with a group of people right now that, you know, you're not trying to necessarily be around. All you gotta do is just change your vibrational spectrum. All you gotta change is your personal energy, you know, by being into what you're into, your original authentic self. Because, you know, a lot of us create like shades and facades and things that we pretend like we're into these things, but really we're not into them. And maybe other people too. Because we really just trying to fit in and be part of the culture and be like, yeah, look, this is what's cool, guys. Oh, yeah, guys, look, this is what we saw on TV. Oh, yeah, let's all go do it. Like all these weird challenges that be coming up online. It'd be like Masons coming up with these challenges to see people's comprehension skills and shit like that, to see what they can and can't get away with. So it'd be a lot of like social psyopses, a lot of experiments they be doing to see where y'all minds be at and things like that. So it'd be a lot of things out here that you gotta watch out for, even like celebrities and things like that. A lot of people will see a celebrity do something. Oh, this celebrity wore a dress. Yeah, y'all. Let's go to the store. Let's get us some dresses. Real niggas. This is some dumb shit. And niggas gonna be doing this shit. People literally gonna be like, yeah, let's go do it. Like, at that point, you might as well just take your brain out your fucking brain. Because at that point, you're not even thinking for yourself. You're not even feeling yourself. Niggas don't even be feeling themselves. Like, this shit be crazy. Like, you don't want to know how you feel about it. You just care about how someone else feel about it. Okay, crazy. That's crazy. So, and it'd be like, and then a lot of these niggas be thinking they cool or some shit, but really they just looking for validation from the world. That's why they be doing the things of the world. So Jesus said, be in this world, but don't be of it. Because you shouldn't be looking for validation from this world. You should be trying to create some whole new star, some whole new vibrational spectrum that nobody has ever even seen before. And by you doing that, you're going to be like a whole new thing in this existence, in this universe. And other people's going to look at you like, damn, that's like the newest thing. That's like the latest, iPhone tablets. That's the latest, this and this and that. So you got to be able to take the game to the next level by really, really being authentic and, honoring yourself, honoring your attributes and characteristics, and understanding what God has placed in you. Because if you don't understand what God has placed in you, you're just going to go out there and kind of spill your, what's that Bible allegory? Spill your pearls among swine and things like that. People that don't really care about it, don't want it, take it for granted, and things like that. You don't want anybody to be in that energy, because what we're not realizing is once we give people that energy, they can take us for granted. Once you're not in the picture, once you're trying to remove yourself, they're going to fucking hate you, because you're training their mind to think and feel like, okay, this person's always going to be there for me. Okay, if I call this person, they're always going to give me $500. Okay, if I do this and XYZ, this person is always going to be accepting and obliged too. What we don't realize is we're training demons to be even more demonic. Because if you're not going to give it to them, they're either going to figure out a way to take it from you, or the next person because you're going to create like a demonic surge, a demonic urge by them being able to take so much from you that's going to become like a thought, like a feeling in them that's alive now, that vibrates like a higher ranking demon or something like that. So they're going to be able to, they're going to want to take that and experiment with that new thought, new feeling in the outer world. And depending on how much you was playing the fool, then they might even come back to you, circle around and try to do that with you, because they want to feel like they are that. They want to be that, because they, once you get power a little bit, you want to keep using that power. You don't want to lose it. And it'd be a lot of motherfuckers here, like me, for example, playing the fool, be taken advantage of because I didn't value, respect, or appreciate myself. So I would just want validation from everybody else, and not realizing that once this person gets accustomed to your energy, they're going to be looking for that dose from you again and again and again. When you don't give it to them, they're going to be pissed off. They're going to cuss you out. They're going to call you out. They're going to call you, your mama, your daddy, tell you, man, fuck you, this and this and that. It's just crazy. So you didn't want to be like me. You didn't even want to let it get to that stage. You want to nip it in the butt before it even gets to that stage by showing them what they can't get away with and what they can get away with. Like, shit like that. So yeah, learn from me, man. You know, I made a lot of mistakes in life, you know, so I'm just putting it out there to make other people aware of the things that are out there that we're not aware of yet. Because like I said, based on people's upbringings, people have certain insecurities and certain securities that we don't really know about. So one of my insecurities was, I needed validation, because I never got that from my family or anyone else. You know, like I was always like the black sheep. I always felt like nobody liked me even at home. So I'm like, okay, why would anybody even like me outside? So I made a coping mechanism called being too nice to people, so I don't get like yelled at or hated or anything like that. But that's the vibrational spectrum that you need to go to the next level, because that's the energy of Mars and things like that. Like hate. People hate you. That's just the energy spectrum. Like the government be getting hated on and things like that. You don't see them crying about it. They just like, okay, keep hating, bro. We're going to keep doing our agenda. So just like that, even people hate on you for being you, you just got to keep going forward and carrying your agenda, because at the end of the day, you got a vision and somebody else don't got a vision. They stuck in an emotion. So just that's how I was. I was stuck inside of an emotion. I didn't know how to get out of it. How to carry a fire outside of it, burn through it, so I can see that there's more to this reality around me. So I was just stuck in my feelings. So everybody kind of be stuck in their feelings, even the people that go out and take advantage of people. And you know, sometimes they be doing it. Everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody be doing shit consciously. It's just that some people become aware of their ability to take advantage of others. It'd be a lot of tactics, man. It'd be blackmailing. People try to blackmail you, guilt trip you, all types of shit. Because it's like they got an emotional insecurity, so they got to use certain tactics to kind of like gaslight you and flare you up. It's kind of like dark psychology. So you got to understand dark psychology to prevent it from being used on you and shit like that. Real fucking shit.